freaking Bumblebee. This is the 6th Transformers movie that we've gotten. I guess 7th if you want to count the original animated movie. This one is a little bit of a departure from the last 5 we've gotten. Michael Bay did produce this film, but so did Steven Spielberg, so, you know, who knows? It doesn't feel like Michael Bay had anything to do with this movie. It's actually directed by Travis Knight, stars Haley Steinfeld, focuses on Bumblebee, the origin story, and it's a prequel. It takes place in the 80s. Haley Steinfeld's character, she's, you know, having a little bit of a rough life. I think she's 17 or 18 in this movie, or getting ready to be 18. I can't remember, but her father has just recently passed, and she's having a hard time with it. Bumblebee crash lands on Earth, and they kind of stumble upon each other, and then you have your movie. You also have, you know, the government being the government, led by John Cena. And this movie is an absolute freaking delight. Now, I'll go out of my way. I am a Transformers defender. I like the Michael Bay Transformers for what they are. I mean, they're not masterpieces by any means, but they're good, fun, action movies. Yes, they're super cheesy sometimes. Yes, there's certain things in the movies that are beyond dumb, but I've always enjoyed them. But I can for officially say that this is nothing like those. This is actually a really good film that stands on its own, that is nothing like the old Michael Bay movies. What you have here is really, you know, it's just firing on all cylinders. The direction by Travis Knight is fantastic. We went to the early fan screening of this film. You got to see some behind the scenes. What Travis Knight really connected with Transformers. He really wanted to give this movie some heart and make you care about the characters, and you do. You really care about Haley Steinfeld's character. You care about Bumblebee. You care about all the Transformers, really. The story's really good. I mean, it opens up with a scene on Cybertron, and you're just in it right from the go. And I really love the first half of this movie is almost perfection. They really focus on Haley Steinfeld's character. You get a lot of 80s nostalgia in this film, a lot of 80s music. But Haley Steinfeld is just fantastic in the film. It's another really good performance by her, and you really connect to her right on the ground. I can imagine tons of girls like really liking this character. And then her relationship with Bumblebee is so good. It's got a boy and his dog kind of feel to it, which I'm a sucker for those kind of stories, but they do it so well. Travis Knight just really hits it out of the park with the story, and you just really falling for these characters really quickly. The action scenes are fantastic. I know a lot of people, and me included sometimes, on the Michael Bay Transformers movie, it's hard to follow the action sometimes. It's sometimes the camera angles, and it's real close up in your face. You couldn't see what was going on. Especially in those last 2 Mark Wahlberg movies, there's just a lot going on in those. This one, you can really, I don't know if it's because of the Gen 1 old 80s style Transformers, but you can really see what's going on in the action scenes. Everything looks really cool. There's several scenes where the crowd we were seeing was like hooting and hollering and just having a great time. There's some moments that you don't really see coming in the action scenes, which is really cool. One is really coming to mind. I'm not going to ruin it, but it was just like, even I was like, woo! When it happens. The action's fantastic. Like I said, the music is great. The soundtrack of this film is really good. And yeah, I really can't praise this film enough. I mean, I'll pick on it a little bit. John Cena's character is super cheesy. And he's kind of like, some of his dialogue just didn't work for me. Now, I've heard online that maybe they were deliberately acting like this because they wanted to give him the vibe of an 80s villain. And so I can kind of see that. But for me, just some of his moments really worked and were really funny to me. But some were just kind of cheesy, and I was like, come on, man. But other than that, there's nothing that I didn't really like about this film. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. It's definitely the best Transformers movie so far because, like I said, the other Transformers movie, while I enjoyed them for the stupidity that they were, this is an actual good film. This is a good film with great characters and good story, and I hope that they build off of this. And it's no wonder that Disney wants Travis Knight, because, I mean, he directs the crap out of this movie. I said it in my tweet, I'll say it again. He's fantastic. Haley Steinfeld's fantastic. I freaking love this movie. This is one of the first movies this year, besides maybe Avengers, that I was like, I want to go see this again. So I'm pumped. I'm going to give Bumblebee a freaking 4.5 out of 5. I loved this movie. It was great. Go see it if you're a Transformers fan. Even if you've given up on Transformers, go see this movie. I think you're going to love it. Till next time, this is Randy Cage. Peace out.